B's and
I
C's.
cruise,
I had
I cruise,
straight,
I cruise,
I
I
had
cruise through high
straight,
school.
straight A's. You
I
talk
cruise
smart ass nigga right now. Talking
a
to a
smart ass
genius.
nigga.
You talking to a
How'd
smart
you
ass.
make a
Look, look,
millionaire?
look. I'm just letting you know. Look, look. I'm just letting you know. You in the comments, in the 23-year-old comments, you look like you about 40. You in
Right.
my comments trying to call me dumb. My nigga, I can teach you some shit. You know what I'm saying? I can
Yeah.
teach
Let
you
me
a
ask you a
lot of
question.
shit.
How'd you make your millions? I'm interested.
Nigga,
I'm not a millionaire.
nigga, you know how I made my millions if you in my comments.
I don't know who you are.
Then how
That
did you
thing
get
popped up.
here?
I don't even know, dude. That thing popped up on my Instagram. I pushed it and it was you. And I was like, oh shit.
That's cap. Super cap.
I
You
swear to
know
God,
exactly
dog.
who the fuck I am,
I
nigga.
swear to God, I put that on my
Man, look.
kids. I don't know who you are, dude.
Listen, well, ask your kids. They're gonna be like, Dad, you were on the phone with a superstar.
What's
Okay,
your
you
name?
were on the phone with a millionaire. You nigga, you know my name. Look it up
Oh,
afterwards.
afterward. All right. I'll ask
Look it
them,
up.
dude, for real. Maybe
Yeah,
my
ask them.
huh?
Ask them. Ask about me. Ask the
My
whole
kids are
city.
grown. They don't live with me. They live in L.A., dude.
Okay, I'm
I
in
ask them
LA
tomorrow.
too. Yeah,
Yeah.
I live in LA too, and I'm very
Well, here's
successful
the
and
thing, though.
very
Look,
smart.
this is where I get
Listen,
this
I
is where
just
I
don't
get
look, look,
tripped
look,
out
look,
though.
look,
Because
look. I
listen,
respect. Listen, I respect my elders. I'm not a disrespectful
no,
person.
that's
You know
cool,
what I'm
and
saying?
I
But
really
I just
respect that
don't.
too.
But listen,
Because
but I
look at,
just
but I
don't.
would when I told you when I wrote what I wrote is because it frustrates me because I my youngest son is your age, all right, my youngest boy, and you know you're saying this, you're putting out to younger kids that they're basically saying like don't take school seriously, and
My
I
nigga,
agree in
listen to me,
a
bro.
little
Listen to
bit
me.
I agree with it. They need to learn different shit, but
No,
saying like,
you
oh, you
gotta
only use 10%,
understand.
that's giving
Listen,
kids like making kids like fuck up their lives already before they're
no,
even starting.
listen to me. Listen to me.
People are
Now I'm
gonna look
finna.
if
I'm
you're
look.
somebody you're saying you're
You gotta
famous,
let me
people are
talk,
gonna look
man.
up
I'm
to
letting
you.
you talk. You gotta let me talk, man. Listen.
All right, man.
What did you use steal from school? Tell me what you know steal from social studies, science, all that. Tell me what you know. I want
Well,
to
I
know what
still
you still use.
history helps you to shape a lot of shit. Math all day. I work with
I'm a
numbers
great
every day, all
mathematician.
day.
I'm a
You know what I'm
mathematician
saying?
like a
You
motherfucker.
said that you learned psychology in school, which I think is like I when I was in high school, my dad had a degree in psychology. He was a Marine. He got a degree in the Marine Corps. When I moved in, went with him. He lived in Hawaii, so he gave me the stack of books, and he said, "Look at, learn these. This might help you one day." I said, "Okay." I read all the books. I never took it in high school, but I read them while I was in high school, and I learned that shit to this day. It helps me to understand people, like when I talk to them in person, and not judge as much, because I always tell my kids, you know, everybody's a way for a reason. There's a reason why that person is the way they are. Don't judge them because they could have been. So when you start talking to people, that's where the psychology shit. That's when you hit a nerve with me. I was like, wait a minute, what do you mean psychology? You don't use it. You probably use it every day. You never made friends and like kind of size somebody up. That's psychology.
That's just regular life skills. Like that.
Yeah,
You don't need no
but see,
fucking teacher.
don't
I
you know a
listen.
lot of dumb people that get
You
like
don't
how
need
many
a
girls that
you don't need a teacher to teach you how to be anything with psychology or any of that shit. Like
well
I'm
okay
not
look at
listen,
okay
I'm not gonna take back what I said, nigga. When you
no that's good.
graduate, you don't use nothing, you don't use 10% of what you learned. Okay. Now I am a very smart individual. I'm a genius actually. I graduated the top of my class. When you get off this live, do me a favor. Go on YouTube and type in DDG valedictorian. You're gonna see me on stage in front of 400 students speaking to them, right?
Right.
And it was 2015 when I posted that video, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I told them that I went to college, sir. I went to college. I dropped out sophomore year because I was making $30,000 a month as a college student. I dropped out. I moved to LA, and I'm out here now. And that's 2016. You know what I mean? We in
Mm-hmm.
21 now. So I'm a businessman, sir. I'm trying to teach these kids school at this point. School is a fucking okay. You learn shit, blah blah blah. But when you get into the real world, they don't teach you the shit you really need to learn. They don't teach you how to be a real estate. They don't teach
No,
you
you're
how to.
right about that.
They
You're
don't teach you
exactly
how to
right.
do. They don't teach you how to do shit that really keeps you afloat in life as a grown up. They don't teach you how to fucking pay your light bill. They don't teach you how to do the shit that
No,
actually
you're right.
fucking
And you
matters
know what? And I
when you
think a lot of the
graduate.
shit that's in school, a lot of shit that's in school is stupid. They need to teach you life things. Like, you know what they need to teach in school is how to be a damn parent. Teach you how to be that. Teach you how to balance your checkbook. Teach you how to, you know, balance to pay your bills and all that kind of stuff. Teach you actually, like you said, real estate agents, sales stuff, something you can use in the world. Because they do teach you stupid shit. Sometimes you're like, what the fuck am I gonna do with this? And I agree with you on that. But the 10%
You
thing is
just
like a
told
little
me,
too far.
you told me that I'm dumb. Yeah. That's what you
But
said to
if
me.
they
That's
saying
why I called you.
if you
When
said
you
that
said that
you
I'm
don't
dumb, and
use it,
that's
I'll
I
be
don't
saying
like
yeah, because if you're not using what you learned, then you're dumb. Don't be dumb. Use
my
what you
nigga,
learned,
listen.
man. That's what I meant by
I'm
that. Not that
telling
you're dumb as
when
a
the last
person.
time you did an algebra problem?
Actually, what about a week? Well, I have a 14-year-old, bro, so I had to like remember how to
Yeah.
do something to help her
Okay,
out.
nigga, if I got kids, then I obviously you gotta do that. But
Well,
when have you did an algebra problem for you?
there was some. You know what's funny? You said that because just the other day I did say because she was saying about math because she's bad at math and I'm good at it. And then one day I go, no, you're going to use that in life. And the other day something happened. I forgot what it was, but it had to do with like people. And I yeah, because so and so this and because that many in this. I go, see that I just use math for that. So you do it. How many? She goes, oh yeah, you're right. And I was like, well, math is the one thing I can say because if you don't know what the hell you're doing with math, and somebody try to shortchange you or make a deal with you, and like let me give you a little history here. You know how bad people are in math in America? Back in the day, there was a fucking restaurant called A&W, right? Like the root beer. They released a third-pound burger, and nobody bought it. Nobody's like, no. And they asked people, why didn't you buy the third-pound burger? Does it taste nasty? They're like, no, it tastes great. But McDonald's quarter pounder is bigger. People really thought a third was bigger than a quarter. I mean, excuse me, a quarter was bigger than a third. I'm sorry,
Well, why does
because
that
there's a
matter?
three in it.
Who gives a fuck?
Because that
We
shows
talking
how
about a
dumb
burger.
people are. Because somebody told you, hey man, I'll be your agent, dude, and I'll tell you what, I'm not gonna take a quarter of your earnings, man. I'll just take a third. And you think a third is smaller? You're like,
Nigga,
okay,
a
you
third
just
is
lost millions of
obviously
dollars,
a third is 33%. Like I know that.
right?
I'm telling you, you're talking
And a
to
quarter is 20,
somebody.
and a
Listen,
quarter is 25%.
you're
And the
talking to
general
some
public didn't know that.
listen, you don't okay, you're talking to somebody that's smarter than you. Like no disrespect, but I'm
That's
smarter
cool.
than you, bro.
You probably are, man.
Like on some real shit. Like
If
if
you're
me and you
valedictorian,
had
I
a
wasn't
test, if me and you
valedictorian.
listen, if me and you put a test, if you put a test in front of me and a test in front of you, I'ma ace that bitch and you're not.
Oh yeah, because I haven't
Promise you.
done it in 30 years. That's why, man.
Yeah, and I haven't done it since I left school. I've been out of
Right, that's
school
just a
since
few years.
I left school at the age of 19 and moved to LA. I've been on my own as a grown up since I was 19.
Oh,
I'm
that's cool, man.
23 now.
Yeah.
4 years. It's been 4 years since I've been on my own. I pay my
Yeah,
mama
I
bill.
grew up in LA. I was on my own at 17 too, myself. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, but I'm on some other shit. Like I'm on some other shit. I moved my mama out the hood. That's what the fuck I'm trying to teach these kids to do. I'm trying to teach these kids how to be a boss. That school shit is great. I'm a valedictorian, sir. I got straight A's. I love school. I'm
Yeah, I
telling
hated
them
school.
when you graduate and you get into the real world, that's when you got to worry about some
So
shit.
then,
Ten
so then,
percent
what
of the
would
shit
you?
that you learn, social studies, Abraham Lincoln, that shit don't fucking matter when you graduate. Who gives a fuck about him when you graduate? That shit don't mean shit. How the
So when
fuck you
you're,
gonna pay
but
your
look at.
taxes?
Well, let me
How
ask
you
you a
gonna pay
question
your
though.
taxes? That's what they don't teach you. They don't teach you
Well,
how to
that's
pay your shit. They don't
they
teach you how
should
to
teach you.
purchase a house.
You're
Like
right.
I done did shit. Like I bought a house. I own a house, mansion actually. Like not to
That's
even
awesome,
flex
bro.
on you. I'm just letting you know like the shit that I'm knowledgeable of doing. You know what I mean? And I did not learn any of that shit in school. You know what I mean? I didn't learn one of them shits in school. So I'm giving these kids the real deal. Teachers ain't gonna tell them that shit. I don't know if you a teacher or some shit, but they not gonna tell you none of that. None of that shit at all. That's what I'm trying to tell them.
No,
So
because
don't
look at.
come with
But
my
what I,
shit.
and I'm glad I commented because you're talking to me because that's.
I'm done talking to that nigga. Yeah, I mean, fucked up, bro. I'm saying if he would have went on this bitch and he said some shit like that's not true or something, this nigga flat out called me dumb. Yeah, I know.